Right, my flow sinister, never lied in my rhymes. You can go ask Jennifer, that's my mom's name. I create and find change, my mind frame ensures that forever I'll reign.
I'm the best, and I got it, and I got it.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Rams. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Jameis to throw it. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and you're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
After the interception, here's Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Rams will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Winston. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Here's Winston. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. So the completion good for 6 yards. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a hunting down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Winston. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around him and tell him everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe he just sensed that maybe the whole team wasn't ready to play.
Yeah, well, they've gone interception, now fumble.
Good running right there, and this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Second and 5 now. Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. This is caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Akers is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Gay's kick is good. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, Bowman, but you'll take the 3, and I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
They go play action. Winston. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Solid running there. And, CD, we hear so much about what it takes to win in the playoffs. Most people like to include having a strong running game in their assessment. And with this man in the backfield, this group has a strong running game without a doubt.
Oh, I absolutely agree with you there because in terms of yardage, he's a top 5 running back in the league. And in terms of impact on a game, not many better than...
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Winston. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Aaron Donald just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to
have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Now Winston. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The kick by Lutz is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On first down, Stafford here. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Touchdown! Jacob Harris from 21 yards away. And the Rams go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Saints.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Throwing is Stafford. It's brought in by Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
He's got room at the 30. Touchdown, LA! I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards and just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute baller out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the top speed he attained there, according to Next Gen Stats, 21.3 miles per hour. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
First down 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Toss wide side. This is Kamara. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for third down. Throwing, Winston. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the 50 at Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Rams. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
Well, here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Here's Winston. Midfield. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Winston. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well. The offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
Jameis again. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. Complete over the middle to Hardy. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 23. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the 1st half. Winston now to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this 1st half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 7 man line at the 33-yard line.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Stafford. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And a loose football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. So certainly not at all what you're looking for here to start the 3rd quarter. A fumble on their opening drive.
Not at all. You're exactly right about that, because this had a chance to be the drive to put everything away. A touchdown here, that might have put everything out of reach for them. They definitely handed out a lifeline to the defense on that play.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now, run it 11 times. We often give credit to the O-line. There, 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Winston. That's out to Hill, right side complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least it'll be 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Marcus Davenport, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. That's on the guard, David Edwards. Stafford now to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. 2nd and 16. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that almost their first INT of the ballgame. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
While we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throw left side complete. That's Harris. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Stafford. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 18. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here with Henderson. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
And now defensively, you have
1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild. The Saints on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Winston. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. That play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And only a couple there as he'll take this up to the 47.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. That's out to the flat for Ingram. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Winston's throw complete there to Thomas. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw, Winston. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's DeMario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. So 4th quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing is Stafford. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. A man who's been there again. And this will wind up a Saints first down as the tackle Magner.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Working with 2nd and 5 now. They give to Ingram up the middle. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Down, but he does have first down yardage.
We ought to come up with a T-shirt and sell it that says no indecision on 3rd and 1. And we didn't see it on that run, did we? Got his shoulder square, just got right into the line of scrimmage and picked it up.
Absolutely picked his lane, went with it, and converted. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. Is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
One's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
Bigger battle. Petty, don't matter. Far as the teller. I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now a better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. Look here, stay out my business. I'm so iceberg slimish. Yeah.
You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding it like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, I look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Q-Bone stallion with the lick. Really, many years back when I'm gone. Can be pull your tears back. We put the bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tail.